Well, I tried to cut some brush this morning. Turned out my freaking chainsaw has got a problem. I'll have to fix it. So I just used the loppers. I got quite a bit done, but I'm going to get a little bit done while it's daylight with my axe and my loppers. That's all I really need. It's slow going, you know, but it's good therapy. I can hang on to them. Get that tractor going here before too long. Maybe this weekend. Of course, it's likely to start raining tomorrow. Tonight. Rain all day tomorrow. Rain all day Sunday. Winds coming out of the south. It's pleasant. It's probably in the... I doubt if it's 70 degrees. But I really like to work on this project here. I'm going to take another look at that other bent over tree and see if it might have some of the characteristics of an Indian marker tree. I bet it does. It's bent over purposely. It's big. Kind of am curious if I should wander around back here and see if there's any more. Yeah, see that has the same sort of characteristics that go along with the other bent trees, even though that part busted off of it. See, that's purposely bent. That has all the characteristics of the Native American marker tree. Big, it's old, well over 100 years old. That part fell off of here, which would have had the knob on the end of it. I can almost guarantee you that is a Indian marker tree. They all are grouped together like this too. That means something. I don't know enough about the topic or the subject to tell you for sure what it means, but what little research I've done, it certainly looks like it. I should cut this back, try to work my way through that greenbrier, or if I should work on this. I think I'll work on this little point right here. Take all this out. It's right along the creek. Good project. Knock my beehive out of there. It's just totally worthless. I'm going to clean this whole area up. I think I'm going to take out all these little trees. Make sure that one is all by its lonesome. Star of the show. Alright. Yeah, let me see if I can't get that big clump out of here. There's a little more done. The bulk of that, most of that stuff is really small. Hard to get out of there with loppers. A lot of cutting for a little progress, but I got the big stuff out of the way. At least the rest is for chainsaw. That's enough for tonight. It's time for a pig patrol. What time it is? Probably 5:30, 6 o'clock maybe. Let's hurry. Get my gun. Get a hog hammer. Get the hog hammer. And maybe, for first time in a long time, shoot a pig. I'm gonna bait them so they come up here close. That way I can shoot them off my porch. Yeah, somebody drove back in there. Maybe that was me. I don't know. Maybe. I'm getting it done. Little by little, getting it done. Well, I got this place a little bit cleaned up. Not enough, but a little bit. Floor's clean. All right. Boy, I tell you what, I just wear myself out cutting that brush. It takes every bit of my strength, especially after doing it for a couple hours. My elbows get a little tender. It really works a lot faster with a chainsaw, but it's so much more dangerous with a chainsaw. I really hate to, have an accident, and I'm not the best person for using a chainsaw. All right, let's get the hog hammer. Oh, Black Panther, big one. Where's Buddy? There's Buddy. Oh, let me get the hammer. Should have got a drink of water. That's all right. I'm good. I can hold out. It's Friday, thank God. I got a little bit of brush cutting done during the week in the mornings. Rain most of the days. All right, let's hop in this little car, get them windows down, and get rolling. Oh, good music playing. Oh. All right, let's hit it. I'm probably about 5 minutes behind optimal, but I can still see. Camera might not be able to see it, but I can see it. Oh, I hate to turn off Vince Gill, but I did. It's really gonna look cool once I get all this brush burned. It's getting there. It's getting there. All right, any little dairies? Maybe tomorrow, since it's supposed to be up near 70, I'll do a little fishing. I haven't done any fishing in a long time. I don't want to take a whole day, especially a Saturday. I don't want to take a whole Saturday and miss it. That's how I feel now. I know I feel like I got so much that I want to accomplish, and I can't do it if I'm fishing. When I go on my fishing adventures, as many of you know, it takes all day. Hell, I'll leave it dark and get to the water and paddle up the yay wall, spend all day up there, come out and be back by dark, and by the time I get home, I'm exhausted. That was fine when I didn't have all this to do, but I have a lot I want to accomplish out here, and the only one that's going to get it done is me. All right, little piggies, where are you? There's a deer, 2 deer. See him standing over there? Oh, 3 deer. Does, I think. I didn't look back over here. That was a mistake. You should always look in both directions. Especially because if the pigs are out in the open, they won't be for very long. And I see 3 deeries. Oh, there's another one running in to join the others. There's a cow in the way. I think those are all does. Yeah. There's a spike. Big one. There goes 2 more, so there's 5 of them. Cool. Probably more. But not looking for deer, I'm looking for pigs. Oh, there goes 2 more deer. I am jumping. Them old white tails headed for high ground. 2 more. I think I see one way over there, but there's not enough light to hold together on a long zoom. Boy, they go after that hay. They eat it all. Little calf. I should have brought my lopper so I could cut some of that brush out of the way. See up through there just a little better. I ain't got much to cut. Yeah, the light levels are fading fast. I can see cows everywhere, but I don't see no little piggies. Oh, what's that? What's that? It looked like a small furry animal, like maybe a bobcat. What is that? Is that a deer? I think it's a deer. Yeah, it's just a deer. Just looked tiny. Is that a doe or a little buck? I think that might be a little buck. Can't see his antlers, but I think it might be. All I could see was his body from here. I thought it was I thought it might be a bobcat. But nope. It's just another deer. Do like to see him. Yeah, I should have been about 10 minutes earlier. This ain't too bad though. Not too bad. No little piggies, no little piggies. Where are the piggies? Two youngins, I guess. Yeah, the camera can't hold focus on them. The doe and the yearling. Like they're gonna have an active night. Two, three. Some of them don't even run. Sometimes they run, sometimes they don't. They don't like it when you stop, I can tell you that. Oh yeah. It's opening up real nice. Real nice. Hey, the wifey's home. It's good. Get a bite to eat and call it a day. Alright, that's my dinner break. Watch my wife's soap operas. Cat snuck in. That's good. Let the dog roam around a little bit. I got my parts in my car. I think I'll drive my car over there. Oh, that's kind of silly. Let me get my parts. Go ahead and take the drill in with me. Okay. Got my chainsaw parts. 2 chainsaws. If I have a lot of luck, I'll have 2 chainsaws running by the evening. By the end of the evening. I hope these parts are what I need. Hope so. Get some light on the subject and some tunes playing.
Criminal Ty Gadino.
Oh yeah.
The iHeart Country Festival is back for another year. We have a huge announcement.
All right. Got on pieces back out here. Not real sure I know how to connect that thing back up, but I think I do. I think I do. But let's work on the home light first. Look at the cement sweating. Humid. Wind turns around out of the south, it gets warm and it's humid. Okay, let's see what we can do with this thing. I think what has happened, this chainsaw has some quirks. One of them is that O-ring gets out of whack and leaks all the fuel out. Sweet. The little filter thing fell off that tube. Doesn't look like it's too hard to get back on there. Let me give that a shot. Well, that's very disappointing. Guess what's happening to this chainsaw? Dry rot on the tube lines. Look at that. They just give out. I gotta take this whole thing apart. It just crumbles. Little pieces of it all the way in there. Pieces of the hose. It just disintegrated. Damn it. At least I got that piece. Well, okay. Let's go back to the poo land. The Wood Shark, model 1950. Let me see if I can't get this thing back together. I have never done this before. Let's see. Alright. Got that thing back together. I think, judging on the old, basically judging on this old fuel line, I could tell exactly where it went and based everything else off of it and the instructions that came with it, which are not very descriptive, but look at that stuff. Just busts. Breaks so easy. I think I got it right. We'll find out. That one ran a little bit, but then it locked up on me. So I went to work on my old Eager Beaver and it's running. It's smoking like hell, but it's running. Dancing. Hey, it works. Alright, well I'll use that one in the morning. Tighten the blade on it. I didn't start it in the barn. Well, I did, but it didn't keep running. So I got it outside. That thing worked like a champ, man. I haven't run it probably, shoot, I don't even remember the last time I ran the dang thing. I had another one. An Eager Beaver, McCullough. I guess that one doesn't have fuel lines. I don't know. Both of these, that Home Light and that Poolin, both had bad fuel lines, and I think I missed one very important instruction when I was putting the fuel lines in here. It's got two of them that go down in the tank. I thought one of them was air, but I don't think so. I got a bad feeling that both of them have to go down into the tank. One has a filter, one doesn't, but one of them is involved in the priming. I'm going to tear this one all the way apart, get to that fuel tank to replace a line. Damn it. That one looked like it's brand new, but I guess if you leave fuel in them, they eat up the plastics. Well, I'll take it apart tomorrow. If my little Eager Beaver doesn't do the trick, I need to go ahead and see if I can't get the blade a little tighter. I'm sure I can. Well, buddy, should I start the day by... Oh, I think I'm going to start my day by simply reviewing what I did all week. I'm already running a little bit late. Buddy, you're making it awful hard to walk, like you always do. You just have to kind of knock him out of the way, step on him a couple times, and then he'll get the message. Cats don't learn particularly quick. Get him. Wants me to pick him up. Okay, well then I'll just pick you up, buddy. Yeah. I'll carry you. It's a heck of a lot easier than trying to walk next to you. I tell you, I get to the point where I've worked so hard physically at the beginning and end of every weekday that I get to Saturday and I don't have quite the energy. Especially because I know I know I've got more time. There you go, buddy. He ain't real sure about following me out here. Thought about taking a walk this morning with the doggies. There's my big Indian marker tree. Move that beehive out of the way. I wonder what visited this area last night that the cameras might have picked up. Left them running. That might be, I'll clear that part out right there, and that might be as far as I go. I probably ought to get that tree opened up. But, you know, just back from there a little bit, that might be good enough for this area. Maybe even leave that big stand there, beat it back a little bit, but not a lot. Finish clearing this part out. There's the camera. I'm sitting there watching all night. There's a big dead one. There's another dead one. See if that'll drop off. Oh yeah. Down in the ditch. Sorry about the lens being foggy. I didn't recognize it. Good buddy. He's going on the prowl. Actually, I can tell that I can just open up a path back here. Just leave some of this stuff intact. Just leave this big mess here, this big thicket. And just take all this out. All this stuff right here. Just take out a little bit, leave that tree. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like it's healthy. Take out this. Go around the base of this other leaning oak tree. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I ought to just clear some trails today. Instead of clear out some land, finish up what I got over there, and then just clear the stuff back from the base of this tree so I can see it clearly. And then cut a path through there where it's already open. Do the same thing here. Oh, I feel it in my hands. They're all tingling. They are really feeling the effects. See, I need to cut a path right through here and out the other side. Maybe leave the rest of this stuff here. Probably should. Might ought to even take that pile and stack it on top of here. Burn all this at once. What that is, I'm hearing. Yeah, this thick gill pond makes me think twice about clearing it. Alright, well, I guess I don't need to take a walk. I can always take a walk later. The temperature's really nice. It's very pleasant morning, other than the fact it's soupy. Very soupy. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just finish out this little bit right here. I'll take maybe an hour. clear the rest of this out, cut those stumps off, and then consider backing the rest of this brush away from this other leaning tree. I think this one looks like it fell, but who knows? It is cool laying on the ground like it is. Clear all of that back to the creek. Probably ought to start right here and just push it back. Come here, buddy. Another big pile. I can also do a little bit of that fence line. Maybe even take the brush out from underneath that oak tree. It also has a funny branch on it. And I would be real surprised if these trees, these oak trees, if they have not been manipulated by somebody at some point. Because every one of them are growing weird. Huh. Well, I'll tell you what, let's get started. I guess I'll get my little chainsaw rolling first. And then bring my loppers. Might even drive my truck over here. Now let's get it rolling. Okay, let's get started. This shouldn't take long to get this beat back. Make it happen. Make it happen. Like I say, I got just a little bit more here. I need to scalp that and then determine what I want to do next. Alright, all that's left now is the chainsawing to take out the few stumps. Tripped on that again. God dang, these things are sticking up everywhere. I'm gonna come through with my lawnmower and see if I can't clean it up real good. Get all this dead stuff out here and mow over this stuff that remains. Knock it all back. There we go. Well, probably ought to go ahead and finish up to that tree. It's not too thick, there's not a lot of it. I could pull it out back and then you'd be able to see through here up to the other brush pile, but eventually that brush pile's gone. Cows are coming up. Gary will be here any minute, get fed. Yeah, they're looking to be fed. Oh, look at those three calves. The Three Stooges. Curly, Larry, and Moe. And Shimp's bringing up the rear end. Okay. Well, see if I can get my chainsaw running. Got it running last night. I got it full of fuel, so maybe it'll run. Alright, there's done. Cows came up to take a look. The calves, anyway. They do that all the time. I get my lawnmower out here and they'll come take a look. They get real close. They're curious. I assume the camera caught some of it. Wow. Alright, boy, that chainsawing really gets to my arms. That little eager beaver doesn't have a real good handle situation set up. A little bit hard to hang on to. Woody, Woody, Woody. I got every dang one of them up here. There, my lens is a little clearer. What do you think? What do you think? Thinking grass will grow in here? Y'all can come in here and eat? Maybe take a siesta in the afternoon underneath these big oak trees? I bet you can. I bet it'd be a nice place for y'all to take a nap. Uh-huh. Yep. My glasses are... It is humid. About 70 degrees and it's humid. Can't keep my lenses clear. Whew. Them cow eating that yopon I cut. They do eat yopon, surprisingly enough. All right, calves. All you guys, you come to investigate. It's break time for me, okay? I'm gonna go drink a Dr. Pepper, see what the wife's doing. Leave my stuff there. Cows will mess with it, but they won't hurt it. They might knock over that tripod. I've done that before. Well, we'll keep an eye on them. Uh-oh. Here comes the Black Panther. The elusive Black Panther. Uh-oh, he spotted me. He's planning his attack. Gonna take out one of these calves. No, not really. It's surprising. The calves are following me. They're coming in to investigate. I knew they would. I'll just sit here in my rocking chair. Man, I'm getting so old. Every one of them cows are up underneath that tree. They're all headed that way, investigating. I should have brought my chainsaw back in. They're gonna knock it down. It don't matter. One game camera's on the tree, so they won't mess with it, but that one that's on that tripod, they're likely to knock it over. Oh, let's go take a closer look. Got my morning Dr. Pepper. This is the life, man. This is the life. Ran out of bird seed. Not so many birds this morning. I don't think Gary's been in to feed the cattle today. I'm pretty sure he has not. That calf messing with that old beehive. There's one investigating the chainsaw. There's some eating that yopon. I've seen them do that on the game camera, but that's the first time I've seen it in person. Man, the batteries in this camera do not last very long. Good thing I got 3 of them. Let me go swap this out. Think about what I'm going to do next. Good buddy, he's going to investigate the cows. Or he's looking for a place to go to the bathroom. He's not afraid of them. I think he probably thinks they're big dogs. That cow looking at that cat. Buddy, he just sits down and says, "What? Here I am." Beef. All them cows are looking at that cat. It's a standoff. Buddy, I bet he does this all day long. Goes out and sits with the cows. Buddy? Oh, buddy, you're so funny. Buddy, if you get on this side of the fence, I can't get you. There you go. Come through the fence, buddy. Cat is something else. There he goes. There he comes through the fence. That's how you deal with that, huh? Okay, break time's over. I get back to work. Wait a minute, I forgot my Dr. Pepper. Sitting on the post. Well, that cat gets a lot of attention. I'm gonna take a little longer break. Go do my pig patrol. Oh look, cedar waxwings. 100 of them. Wow, that is a bunch of them in that tree. I'm amazed at how many of these birds are around here. You see big flocks of them. They are a pretty bird. Very beautiful. A couple more. There goes a whole bunch more of them. Well, I'm not sure if those are, some of those are robins. Those are cedar waxwings that just lit in the top of that tree along with the robins. Wow, lots of life. Alright, let's fire up the truck and drive down to the river bottom. Alright everybody, look at it. Moo cow, moo! One horn. That black and tan white-faced cow, mama cow, she is attended by a whole bunch of little bullies, and that's why she's ready to be bred. Big bullies around here somewhere. He's around here somewhere. He's been tending to her too. Changed some of my loppers are there. Oh good, they didn't knock over my tripod. See, they're getting around that tree. Drive down into the river bottom, look around a little bit, and then come up and maybe do a little fishing. I haven't been fishing in so long. Maybe throw some conventional gear. There's a little calf out there by himself. What are you doing, buddy? Trying to poop. Well, go find your mama. Okay. I had to fix my front gate. It's been binding up for a while, and I finally figured out why. My wife called me up from the river bottom, telling me that she couldn't get the gate open. Of course, by the time I got up here, she did. She tends to react a little quickly. Tends to be rather impatient at times. Mostly with me, but that's probably for good reason. That water looks beautiful. You know what? I think I am just gonna throw a spinnerbait. Something easy and quick. I haven't been fishing in a while. There you go. I sprayed that with canola oil. I got this stuff. It's for cooking spray, non-stick type stuff. I use it like real magic. I had to build a spinnerbait. This one didn't have a skirt, and the one I took that skirt off of didn't have a hook. Both junk. So, but that's the first thing I found, and that's going to be the good choice for this day in this water. There you go. I'm not going to film a whole lot of this, just because it's kind of boring watching somebody pitch something and not catch anything. But it's a good day. I bet they're catching them on the yay wall if they braved the weather. Catching white bass and crappie, I'll bet. Well, I just saw my first bass and heard my first bass. One hit the shoreline over there, so maybe they're starting to feed. Not had any hits, and that fish was pretty disinterested. It's alright, we'll keep going. The carpal tunnel ain't acting up too bad. Hurts more when I hold the camera than it does when I hold my pole. That's a good idea. Yeah, I just had my first bite, and it was shallow. I've been thinking they'd be deeper. I saw another fish, and I had a bite, so things are looking up. There you go. There's a little fishy. Look at that. I caught one. Yay! Boy, it's been a while. Of course, the camera doesn't want to focus. Come on, camera. Come on, figure it out. You goofy camera. Come on. No, it's not a flower. Good Lord, camera. You missed the whole fight, didn't you? Of course, it wasn't much of a fight. Well, there's the first one in quite a while. Coming just a little thin. Might be a male on the nest, I don't know. Okay. Thanks for coming. Now go get your mama. My spinnerbait fell apart. There you go. Another little one. Nice little healthy fish. Come here. And the camera doing it again. Okay, well there's number 2. What do you think? Another marker tree? I bet it is, because it's big and old. And the thing is, what's different, and I'm just theorizing, what's different is the fact that if it had fallen over, that would not be turned down. That is something that is not natural. When you look at it, that has been turned down. That was tied down. Now it may have, it may have fell over a little bit more, but that tree's, that's a 200-year-old tree. I need to get in here and clear this yopon out of this end of it. I may leave this one alone. It's not bad. Cows come up underneath this thing all the time. All the time. Well, 2 fish. I was actually able to sight fish a little bit. I saw some smaller bass, but they don't even look at the frickin' lure. I need to make a modification, or to fish a little more, I need to make a modification, or just give it up for today. I got a million other things I could do. Well, I even broke out the fly rod for a minute or two, and unfortunately the fly rod really aggravates the carpal tunnel, or my nerves in my neck, or my shoulder, or whatever the hell it is. But the fingers go to tingling real quick. Okay, so that's enough fishing. Let's do another pig patrol and then stop and get my little chainsaw and go clean up the front. Beehive doesn't work at all if it's laying like that. Let me go ahead and set it back up. Well, while you were gone, I got out and cleaned up another mess and cut me this is the second load, cut me some more firewood. Woo, cleaned out around that big oak tree. It's a big one. That part right there, that is one branch. That was one branch that fell off of that tree. That was a big branch. I don't know how much how much longer that tree's gonna stand up. A lot of leaning. Oh, I'll be glad when I get my equipment that I can get this stuff out of here. Man, this is a hazard. Look at that. Stuff sticking up. Needs to be shaved off or ripped out of the ground. It's all over the place. The whole ranch is covered in it. Wow. That's a lot of work, man. I get pretty tired after a while. But got me some more firework and a cold front blew in. Okay. Let's go see what else I got to do. See, I made a modification to my Eager Beaver. That handle's just too close. To have it like that, it's just too close. You ain't got no torque. That's better, but it would be much better if it was longer. The body itself, you can't get enough torque. All right. Woo, that air's cold. Getting cold. Supposed to be down low 40s tonight. It was 68 the last time I looked. And that was prior to the front blowing in. Let's go see how cool it is now. Hang on, I got a thermometer in here somewhere. Don't I? Yeah, right there. Let's see what temperature is in the truck. Oh yeah, it's, wow, 48. It really is getting cold. Dadgum. Okay. I'm gonna stack all this up right here on the porch. I did stack it the other way last time, but you know what, that's dumb. I'm gonna put it between these two posts, or at least leaning up against them. That way it stays dry, gets good air circulation, and doesn't block the porch. Look, buddy, what are you doing? She closed the door. Man. All right, let me get this stuff unloaded. I wonder where the cows went. Let me see, do I have a jacket in here? Yes, I do. Okay. Well, I could go for a walk down to the river. I think I will. I've done enough today. I cleaned up a lot. Did some fixing up in the shop. I've got plenty of things to do this evening after it gets dark, so let me just take a quick run to the river bottom. There goes the deer, 5 of them. Okay, focus. You're not gonna focus, are you? Well, that's a problem today. Here they are. 5 of them. The wind is blowing quite stiff, and it is misty, rainy, nasty. Feel my wheels spinning. It is wetter out here than I thought. The surface is wet. It's not wet underneath it. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna go work in the shop. I think I'm gonna go work in the shop, clean up some more. I'm just not that enthusiastic about shooting pigs when I still got a ton of shop organizing to do. All right, yeah, it's getting cold, quite cold. Yeah, let's get back up to the barn. Make something happen in there. You know what? I got my loppers with me. Let's knock that stuff down right quick. That way I'll have something accomplished, because every time I try to look through it, my camera focuses on these dang trees. I'm gonna lop them off. Ah, there we go. Carnage. I cut the tops off. Now I've got an unobstructed, pretty much unobstructed view of that section, which is what I was after. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna make some decisions. I have entirely too many benches. I like making benches, apparently. And my storage is just, God, I'm so disorganized. So I'm going to spend the rest of the day trying to get organized. It might end up being a joke that I play on myself, but I'm going to make an attempt. Jiminy crickets. Okay. Biggest question is, where do you start? I think I'm going to start by pulling that bench away from the wall and putting my shelves, my old shelves out of my old shed back at the house, up over here. Maybe roll those over there. Make it so that man alive, what a mess. What a mess. Well, maybe some tunes will help me get my tunes going. Got 2 radios. Let's see.
New way to enjoy Luke's latest record. Next month,
Okay.
the singer is going to release his What Makes You Country album as a double LP vinyl on March 9th.
Boy, it disappointed me. I should have known that that second tube had to go through that body and down into the bottom. But it was not going to happen. I couldn't get it through there. Couldn't pull it through easily. I don't know how they do it. Dadgummit. I didn't get very far. I walked down to close the gate for the night and decided I'd like to walk back here where I've been cutting some brush and see if there's any indication that maybe it used to be a spring. This place has got, I don't know how many bent over oak trees. There's one over there, 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 there's 2 out front, there's one by the pond. There's just too many of them for there not to be something significant around here. I kind of think that years ago this might have been a spring up here. This creek might be the headwaters of a spring. I mean, it makes sense that, we pulled so much water out of the ground. But if you go back 100 and some odd years, maybe this was a flowing spring. There's just too many trees that are bent over, especially right up against this creek. So let me see if I can snoop around a little. Maybe I can find something. That'd be really cool if I could find an arrowhead. What do we got? Lots of birds back here. Let's see where the cows came through and had dinner. See, I mean, there's another bent over tree. That's purposely done. They all kind of point in this direction. They basically point around this creek right here. Alright, let's see. See how quickly that drops off? Huh. Well, that side's clear. I'll be dang. Yeah, let's see. It would be awesome to find something, some sort of artifact that would clue me in on what all this bent trees are pointing to. Well, let's see. Any shards or anything? They all look around. I don't think that's the type of rock that they make arrowheads out of. I don't really know. Big old chunk of petrified wood. Look at that. Cool. Now I really am goofing around. This side of the creek's almost clear already. Don't have to do much of anything to open this up. A couple of nice cedar trees right along the creek. You know, when I was a kid, we used to do this endlessly. Matter of fact, every time we came out in the woods, this is what we did. We roamed around. Boy, that's a nice looking cedar tree right there. Like that one. There's more. I'm finding plenty of petrified wood. Another nice big piece. There's up in there. No telling how big it is. Cool. That would be easy to get to. How big that is. See if it moves. Oh lordy, it's big. It's back in there a ways. Cool. That stuff I do know how to find. There's a real good game trail. Another little buck rub. A little bit of petrified wood. There's an unusual looking rock. Another piece of petrified wood. Fairly significant trail. Another creek coming down. A low spot in the fence. A cow could easily step over that. How much effort it would take to bring that up. Quite a bit. And let me see if I can't fix it a little bit. At least pull the stuff off it. It's holding it down. Alright, I kind of patched it back together a little bit. This is a weak spot in the fence. I'll have to get down here and patch it, but I think that'll, as long as it can keep the cows from trying, it'll be fine. This is probably as far as I'm going at the moment. I had to get a couple T-posts in here. Oh, look, there's some barbed wire. Oh, dang. Whole spool of it. Old one. And we got, that's the situation right there. That busted. Well, I could wrap that around there. There's some cedar waxwings. That freaking battery's already running out of juice. Huh. Man, I'm getting deep into this crap now. Ain't much, no real indication of a trail system, old or new. Wow. Plenty of indication of no trails. That clears out up here. Greenbrier's a pain in the butt, or wherever it happens to stick you. And it will stick you. Boy, when I just came through to get to this opening here, wow. I mean, there are no trails in here. This stuff is impenetrable. I'm having to just crash my way through it. That is the only way to do it. I'll be glad to get out in that field. Having to high step and drag and fight my way to get this far. I could have walked back on the trail, but me being a dumb bunny, wow, that was brutal. I'm sure there are trails through there, but boy, they don't show up. Wow, that was a workout. I think I ought to grab the dogs and go on a walk now. Let's see what time it is. Let's see what time it is. $4:12. Yeah, that'd be about right. Yeah, it was a nice little 2-hour walk. An hour and 45 minutes. Grab the hog hammer and the dogs. Walk up that way. I don't know where the cows went. I guess they went over on the other place. Woo! The trail's right there. That would have been the easy way to do it. Well, that cool air is settling in. Should have stayed and cleaned my barn. Oh well. I like to see this place. I got a lot of it yet to explore. It's almost 800 acres. And a whole bunch of it looks like that. Too much of it, really. For a cattle operation, anyway. Let's get back to the house, see how the wife's coming with dinner. I probably ought to just pull that wire out and everything. Just pull that down. Ain't no reason why the cows can't just pass right through there. I picked up a ton of brush today. There we go. Throw this on the pile.